I gotta say, doing podcasts, you kind of think that you're so slick eating food during the recording, thinking that no one else is gonna know, but it's so obvious every time, and I never learn. I never learn.
We're not professionals, okay? We gotta eat, you know? This is our after work gig, and we gotta eat.
I'm also gonna be honest, I know that the result has come out for the first elimination. I'm not going to address them. This is not my business for like a week.
I didn't even look. My top 9 uninformed. I mean top 11 uninformed.
We're not Boys Planet mode.
I know that was a Freudian slip. Is that what they say? I don't know. Thinking about Jung and Ricky dancing in that track list video.
Yeah, that was rough. Okay. Quick fashion report. I'll do more throughout the show, but bad stage fashion this up.
We're doing episode 3 and 4 combined into episode 2 of our podcast. Yes. It's confusing, but we're doing it like by challenge this time. I felt like there were pretty adequate outfits this time. I mean, there were some misses. You're right.
Okay. Really? Because I can name some right now. Green Cheer Up Baby.
You were fighting for the green Cheer Up Baby when we were watching it.
I was entranced by her, by the little head braids of one of them. Okay, I get that they have to be uniforms for that Seifuku no mannequin, but both of those outfits, flopped to me. Also, the one that
wasn't, the better outfit wasn't a sailor outfit, so what is the purpose?
I know, and I found the black and white Tokyo Girl to be weak. I found both New Jeans outfits to be very underwhelming. I get that we're going for a casual vibe, but we are on stage.
Yeah.
So I feel like the one that felt the set of outfits that felt most considered to me was the red and white Fiesta.
Yes, I agree.
It felt completely... Okay, also, it also sucked? The blue and white Love Dive.
Oh, yeah, the Love Dive outfits weren't great, especially... I loved the outfits in Love Dive, in the original music video.
I know. So it's if you... I get that sometimes we need to put cheap feathers on things. That collar... That Edwardian rough collar was rough. Collar.
Yeah.
Sorry.
No, you were right. Don't apologize for speaking the truth.
I hope you are able to remember more about the actual editing because, to viewers who may forget in these small moments, they nuke every English episode.
I know. I don't remember that much.
I'm whatever. Any thoughts about the editing over these episodes?
No, I felt like it was pretty classic reality television, this format. You got your evil edit, you got your good leader edit, you got your generic stuff.
I love the edits where they're okay, well, we don't care about anyone in this group, so we're going to make this group about a girl who isn't here.
Oh my god.
That's my favorite. They're okay, this is about Suzumi. This one is about Ran, but Ran's screen time is about Miu, but Miu's screen time, it's a beautiful chain.
Yeah, I think the most prevalent example was the first Speed song group, the first Body and Soul group. Yeah. Their screen time was literally about the better group.
Ooh, another slip. Maybe. Not really.
I was just gonna say, should we just go in order of performance or whatever Wikipedia has for me? Because that's what I'm looking at.
Sounds good to me.
Okay. So the first performance that we watched was the How You Like That performance. Group one was called Black Cats, and they were comprised of Yui Ando, Nagomi Abe, Moe Kamada, Rino Sakaguchi, Tsukushi Sasaki, and Joa Aramaki.
I remember this one. A few things that were interesting to me about this one. Number one, I thought Nagomi was solid. This is a much better performance than her original one. And I also found that Reno, her first performance, I found, and the audition ones, I found very mid, but probably because she decided to rap. And here you can tell that she's actually a talented singer. To me, the two elephants in the room are Tsukushi, Motherquake, 8 on the Kunter scale. I don't know
No,
what
like
else to
always.
say.
She brings it to you every week.
She hit her mic and it didn't hit back.
Yeah, but she held it together, you know. She exemplified professionalism, and then she won the most votes in the crowd. So.
And I also don't mean to be mean about this one, but Joa was my low point. Also, Tsukushi being able to get the number 1 vote when you're not the vocalist is impressive, because mostly people vote for the best vocalist, I feel, in these.
I agree. I will say that I think How You Like That more of as a rap song. Don't get me wrong, I have more to say on that. My first point is that I think Tsukushi delivered the most serviceable rap in this entire like set of episodes in How You Like That. And then
I agree with this.
Second point, I do think that this is a song that can like show off really strong vocals in that one pre-chorus line, the kiss you goodbye, that one.
Yes,
Because
Rosé's line.
I can never not look at Girls Planet when I listen to this song and like think about how good Youngoon did at that one line. And I'm sorry, but even though I love Ando Yui, she did not bring it to me as much as Youngoon effortlessly did in Girls Planet.
I thought Yui was solid, but I know that Youngoon is kind of a stick you can't measure up to here.
And it was just so I need to stop talking because it's not about Girls Planet.
It's okay. This show, it's kind of equal because this show is cutting to freaking Produce 48 half the time.
And honestly, they're using like half the same songs.
I know. I'm like, can we get like two things that I'm like, wow, what if they did like Poppy, which was originally a Japanese song?
That would slay. Are you kidding me?
I know, it literally would. Also, I thought something, you know what English speaking pop singer is actually pretty popular in Japan comparatively? Miss Jepsen.
Oh!
Is at the grocery store they were playing I Really, Really Like You, and I'm like, this seems like it could have been a passable song. I don't know.
Ooh.
Poppy was what I really wanted.
Yeah, oh my god, if they did Poppy in a performance, I would literally lose my mind. Ugh, that's so sad. Maybe next set of songs.
Good performance, I think.
Oh, completely. The second group was comprised, well, their group name was Show Up, and they were comprised of, and I will switch the Wikipedia order this time because I felt bad last time. Kato Konomi, Ando Chiharu, Tanaka Hana, Wakimoto Mihaya, Shibuya Mei, Sekiguchi Rikako.
This was really low energy for a Blackpink performance. I'm like, the mood was
I do have a couple of notes on this one. I thought I only had one, but I have two notes. The first one is I liked this little flourish that they did in the "Look at you, now look at me" lines, where they all, after that line, they went, huh! Like, look at you, now look at me. Huh, I liked that. I loved that. That was the one part where I felt the energy from the actual group cohesively. And then my second note was that the kiss you goodbye line was not as strong as it could be, once again.
One of my notes is, damn, that girl is Miss Japan for a reason. Also, I feel like her outfit, this is sort of a taste thing because I could understand someone hating it, but like, it was one of my preferred outfits.
Oh, okay.
So maybe it's just because of the high pony. I don't know what to tell you. But yeah, this
I know, I love a high pony.
They stood no chance.
It's true. Yeah, no, she was serving it for me, even though like her vocals weren't quite.
I was expecting it to be worse though, because in the original Miss Japan auditions, it was not working.
It was not working for them, tragically. Yeah, and then Team One won predictably. The second song was the Love Dive groups.
I always wonder what's the actual chronological order of these.
Yeah, that's real true. Because you know they like place it together.
Even if you perhaps believe like there's no way that like there's no reason for them not to, even if it's for narrative flow, like they did at least cut the body and souls.
Yeah, oh my god, because they were at the end of each episode. That was such a raw deal for the first group.
Like we'll get to that train wreck when we see it, I guess. Can I just say,
yeah, okay.
Both these Love Dives outfits are not working for me. At least the two, which is the blue and white, at least they had bold color. Yeah. But like
this holographic or like metallic, not working. First group is called Head Over Heels Melty. The main vocal is Kurokawa Honoka, and then the rest of the group is Mogi Shion, Iora Hana, Tabata Nana, Yoshida Hana, and Sakata Kotone. Wow. Kotone was the rapper.
When you have a group name, it has to be shorter. Can we cut the syllables down?
You don't like Head Over Heels Melty? I'd stand.
I mean, I would, but I mean, I'd stand. Well, I'd be a solo stand for this, which is, it feels embarrassing. To solo stand feels embarrassing. And that leads into my comment, Honoka was she was so good.
This was her moment, and I do not understand why she didn't get more votes.
She carried. Everything she did was solid and good.
And also, I feel like she was literally, at least in this group, she was the only performer, like, feeling herself and feeling the love dive, like, I mean, narcissist, right? Like, the vanity of it, the cunt, if you will. But yeah, no, Honoka was my standout from this group too. It was like easy.
I know,
so the winner of this group was Yoshida Hana, who was one of my top 11. Oh my god. Top 11 last week. And I do think she did do well, but she didn't quite deserve it as much as Honoka to me. Don't get me wrong, I love her deep voice, but like I said before, she wasn't channeling it as much as Honoka.
The vibe wasn't there.
And the vibe wasn't there. She looked the part. She looked like Wonyoung with that hair part, but I didn't quite feel the confidence, I guess.
Yeah, I'm picking up what you're putting down.
I think that she is very, very talented, and I do like her voice. So, not mad. See her in the next round. Obviously, she was one of my top 11. Actually, I guess I don't know if she's in the next round, but whatever.
Maybe she will. Maybe people like her.
I think she had enough time to, get more votes since we're still on week 1.
Interesting to also think about, what narratives they put in the first week to make sure they get votes. Wish I took track of that. Love Dive.
We can't be taking so many notes when we watch these episodes, you know?
Speaking of, Love Dive 2 is kind of interesting because Miyu got the leader edit of all time.
I'm gonna be honest, I don't even remember that, but I believe you.
She was there were 2 people gently patting the backs of other women this episode, and that was Coach Sakaguchi Reno and Miyu. She was she was going into corners off screen, off camera, being it's okay. You're strong, or whatever. However, she can't sing.
Yeah, I only really remember Uchiyama Rin's edit in this, where, she had that fear that she was straining her voice too much, and then she held back. She kind of got roasted in the practice or whatever.
Yes.
And then she shined in the actual performance, one might say.
One might say. I found that the level of vocals was maybe the general level of vocals was slightly higher than the other group. I would say is Rio the what's it called?
We call her the J-pop looking girl, I think, right?
Is Rio is her name? Okay. She can't dance, and it's kind of cute.
Oh, I didn't even notice.
Because she'll be in sort of the background, like smiling with a frozen face. It's not a big deal. It's not a big deal. Terrible outfits.
Yeah, the outfits weren't giving it to me. They were better than the actually, I can't even say that they were better than the other group because like you said, the random feathers and unpredictable places were kind of throwing me off. I did find it interesting how many girls dove for this song though. When they were choosing what songs to pick.
Maybe the girls just here's the thing.
They're popular.
Would you say that Love Dive... Okay, because also, if I'm thinking song... If I'm not confident in the talent level of my group, and I need to choose a song, I would go for Hype Boy.
Yeah.
Because I think, obviously, the most difficult to sing is Fiesta, and make it sound good, I think. I think it could be very easy to be scared of Blackpink. Because if you don't think your group can do a girl crush vibe, I don't know, and maybe the kids just like I've.
I think that's possible. I think the biggest thing with this song is confidence, and that's why I think it was Honoka's moment.
Yeah.
But I also thought Uchiyama Rin did pretty well. Next, we have the Nogizaka 46 song, Seifuku no Mannequin. The first group is Ascending 6. And I'm not going to read all their names. You know what? You can look it up. I'm looking at Wikipedia. The listeners can look at Wikipedia.
You told me, or I think we talked about when we watched this, if we liked a group and they came out with this song, we would be like, this is revolutionary. This is amazing. This is so good. But if you didn't, you'd be like, this is fine. I like this song. I do.
I like the song too. I put it on my Spotify.
I'd be telling other people that this was revolutionary if I was a fan of the group beforehand.
No, I agree. And you know what? No, wait. No, I can't say it for group 1. Okay,
the editing of this was crazy.
I will say, okay, so I have a standout in group 1. Yamaguchi Misaki, for me, she had the little braid loopy things.
Her edit was crazy, but yes.
Wait, what was I can't even remember what story she was giving.
Okay, so for group 1 of Seifuku no Mannequin, this is a group full of flops, and she pulled Ayaka from a successful group, Fujimoto Ayaka, to their group, and everyone said, we need you to be the leader, we need you to do everything, we are helpless without you. And Ayaka was pulled from a group that was supposed to be more successful into a group full of Fs and felt the heavy burden of leadership. There's this one scene, I forgot which group was it, where they had two women press their heads together for like 30 unbroken seconds.
God, yeah, to like stare at each other.
Yes, I don't think, like, it might have been this group, it wasn't, but like Ayaka had to, like, there's an arc sort of Ayaka having to forgive this girl for like this burden.
Oh my god, I forgot about that.
Like, it was crazy. it was actual like written drama. Like, it was good.
And yes, Misaki Yamaguchi. Miss Yamaguchi was the one.
I need more accessories though.
To pull her in.
Like, for both of these, I need, like, I get that we're Seifuku no Mannequin, like, I get that we're wearing uniform and we need to act out or whatever, but we are seeing 6 girls in a row and people have to vote for them. Can we get, like, distinguishing characteristics?
I know, yeah. That was how I felt about some of these groups, where it was like, I think the job of a good costumer for these is to, like, give each girl their own personality that they can play off of with their costume and, like, assert their independence and unique charms through, you know? And it did not work with this group.
I agree with you. I feel like, to me, an example of that is that, okay, for instance, I may not really necessarily like the How You Like That outfits of either of them, but they're all, like, specific and kind of balanced so that you can still be like, oh, Tsukushi is the one with the red sleeves. Reno is the one who has one sleeve, one not sleeve. Right? So it all, like, isn't a cohesive color scheme, but you can, like, say, oh, I like 2, I like 3.
Yes. Yeah, and then it just helps you, like, follow along when they're literally changing formations all the time. It wasn't the best costume job for this. Did we move to the second group?
There's no way they could have ever been the second group.
There's absolutely zero way they never stood a chance. Yeah, literally. She ate, she conquered, she devoured. Honestly, they all did. I felt like they all were pretty good performers.
Here's the thing. Mena, I feel like Mena was talented. I feel like she would have been more impressive here if her notes that she had to hit weren't all so low and also like kind of musical theater.
But also I think like Hatamena like brings the drama. I think the best way that I can explain that is like adding a little bit of maybe musical theater, but she like, I believe her emotions. She's like giving you that extra layer in the performance and I so appreciate that from her.
Speaking of which, like in this performance, one of the ways that this was edited, I do actually remember the editing for this one, was that they had to invent drama for it to seem like there's a struggle. For the one before this, they were struggling like so bad, like the masters were being like, you guys are so bad, like give up or whatever. And then they have this one where it's like, the first thing you edited was good, but maybe don't do this one. I don't think this one's gonna work. And they had to stretch that out for like 10 minutes to be like, oh my god, what if this means we lose?
These girls just have ideas, right? Like, let them try things.
They wanted to throw their ribbon.
Oh yeah, that was it.
Yeah. Anyways, once Ayana opened her mouth, it was over.
Yeah, I'm literal slide. Actually, I made Kame watch this one and his comments. I was like, okay, this is my favorite performance, so you have to watch this one. And here is his quote. Is this period the best one? Oh wait, this girl hit a note. And he doesn't have to say more. You know who it was.
Yeah. Okay, I want to say Sai, maybe not 100% stable. I liked this for Sai.
Yeah, I think this isn't my ideal concept for Sai. Like, she's a little bit more, like, rowdy, a little more spunky, a little bit more energetic and sporty, I guess. So this wasn't exactly the concept that I would have chosen for her, but I think she did a fine job.
Yeah.
And Akiyama Emma looks like Sakura Miyawaki to me.
Really?
I mean, not in every photo, but in this performance. Like, if you look at her, like, profile normal photo, I don't think she looks a lot like
I think it's, to me, I think it's the spacing apart, largeness, and angle of her eyes.
I think eye angle makes sense, spacing,
etc. I'm not gonna go for knowledge on this. We can talk about other things.
It was just what I got from her.
No,
since we haven't made any other comments about
nice. My apologies. Sorry to her.
The next song we have is Hype Boy.
Okay, can I just say, I never in my life thought that New Jeans would have such challenging vocals to so many people. Like, I'm not saying, like, oh, like, New Jeans can't sing or whatever. No, I'm saying all of their songs are in like, there's no belting. Like, it's all very, like, chill, pretty consistent, like, vocals. I would have never in my life thought that all these women would almost die singing them.
Yeah, because New Jeans' whole thing is, like, effortless, casual, sort of... you're right, they're, like, middle range the whole time.
I know.
But this was a struggle. Actually, I do remember because, you know, they released the full cams before the episode or something, so I did watch this one before the episode premiered.
Yes.
And my original thought was, oh my god, this was way rougher than I was expecting from Group 1.
I know, because, like, I look at this, I look at, like, the lineup, and I'm like, this is kind of an excellent, like, knockout lineup, right?
Mm-hmm.
I was really expecting more. It didn't, like, get there for me. Tanaka Koto, is in the top 9. Renone right there was with Keiko. Of course, Kokona, Slay, and I like Bando Fuka. But, like, so I was looking at this and I'm like, well, of course it must Slay. But then it didn't, and I was, like, shocked. And it made me feel that it was worse than it is.
Yeah, I did like it more when I watched it in the context of the episode, and I don't know if they just won me over through editing or whatever, but it read like a better job the second time I saw it than the first initial viewing.
We need better outfits.
We need better outfits. This just felt like a last minute thought. Like, yeah, oversized denim button up. Do it. If I had to choose a rapper from this,
Who?
I would choose Yuki.
Wow.
Yeah, and I do like Yuki, and I am glad that she, like, got some screen time this episode. That was better. Because, you know, they were not very nice to her
No.
in the first episode or second or whatever that was.
Yeah, when she and Jueri, they're like, just so you know, you should be ashamed because you're such a it was so sad.
Literally. But no, she did fine here. She did well here. My other comment is that this is not, like, once again, this is not a concept that I would expect to see Coconut in. And I don't think she did, like, the best job in the world, but I do think her stage presence was selling the concept.
I think that's fair.
Yeah. The second New Jeans group, I did think their outfits were a little bit better. I think it's just because they're, like, different colors.
Yeah, I get you. Yeah, because, I mean, they're different outfits.
Sports jerseys.
They're wearing more than one outfit.
Literally.
Which is the important part. Okay, wait, who's the girl who I thought was Shibuya Mei here? The very cutesy girl.
Okay, so the one that I think you're talking about, the one that we were like, oh my god, this girl is struggling, but she's so cute and we love her, that's Hamasaki Aiko.
Okay, well, I love her.
I know, I love her.
I had a very rude comment here, which is no talent here, which is a little harsh.
Yeah.
Call me Yumiki for that one.
Wow.
Yumiki, that really harsh dance teacher.
Yeah. He's harsh, baby. The winner in this group, not like the overall thing, I don't think, because Coconut won the overall vote, but the highest vote in this group I did agree with, which was Shibagaki Arisa, and she had kind of like the sleeveless holographic jersey. Yeah, like just, I think just for this round, right? Like,
we didn't mention it, but Ayane, like 164 or whatever, deserved.
Yeah, oh my god, yeah, complete. The next...
Tell me it's not Fiesta.
Fiesta's next.
I was like, tell me it's not Fiesta.
I would avoid Fiesta with my life. Never stop putting the song on survival shows.
It's really hard. Like, no one's going to be able to do it justice. No one's going to be able to sing it right.
I was watching the first group at the kitchen table while eating dinner, and my roommate walked in and he said, oh no.
No!
Just in terms of how this group was doing.
They gave Pseudo Sakura like an outfit that is just completely different from everyone else's.
Yeah, was she like supposed to be the center? I didn't get that.
I'm like, she didn't seem like she was supposed to be the center. I like Pseudo Sakura. This was not great.
No, I'm so sorry, Sakura. I don't know what happened, but girl, it wasn't your moment.
I found the lows to be pretty low, but forgave it a little bit. Who is that girl who looks a little bit like Joe Yuri? I liked her.
Are you talking about... My standout was Watanabe Miyu.
Yes, is literally Miyu.
And I also wrote Nakamura Riro's name with no notes. So I'm assuming that means I liked her?
That was the other girl who could sing stably.
Okay, well, yeah, okay, so then shout out.
Will I still vote for Sakura after this? I believe in her, though. She really was serving smiles on stage.
Always.
Fiesta 2?
Fiesta 2, okay. They were gonna win. Like, it's actually... The votes on here... Team 1 got 84, Team 2 got 301 votes.
It's rough out there.
That's hard. That's tough.
I thought that this was pretty cohesive groups. I not only like I thought the talent level was pretty solid. I found the outfits to be the most cohesive. I love that Amelie was going like Cole and D the whole time. I thought even Hina the baby was solid. Vonoka.
Yeah.
And also that ex 46, 48 member.
Oh, Rimika?
Yeah, she was actually really good.
Yes. Okay, so I wrote both of those names down as well. Honoka, belting. I see. That's what I can count on Miss Honoka, Miss Nakayama Honoka for. She's always belting, and I don't think she got like all of the belting. But if you can successfully belt this song like 80% or higher, I'm like really impressed. You know what I'm saying?
No, I get you. Fiesta is a high bar because you once described the song as women with chipmunk voices forced to sing at the top of their range for their career. And this is those women belting as much as they can for an entire song. So of course this is one of the highest difficulty K-pop songs I can think of off the top of my head.
Like, the thing is, I mean, you have to like really specially create a group to sing Fiesta if you want a successful group to sing Fiesta. That's how I think. Like, you have to just get lucky and have like people with, I don't know, crazy ranges. And I do think that the group 2 kind of successfully did that, where they had Aoki Yuka, we mentioned Honoka, and Rimika. Like, I really did enjoy Rimika's performance. She was solid, she was stable, and I do love her. She's so funny to me.
She's so funny.
She was not giving anything in the face in this performance, which I found shocking because she is an ex HKT48 member. I feel like HKT48 is like traditionally very good at, you know, having like an energetic Miley performance, and Rimika wasn't doing it this round.
Oh, wait, rip to Jueri, because Jueri...
It was out of her range.
It was really sad. It was really sad.
Poor Jueri. And I love her, so I was bummed, but
I know.
We do our best. Oh, and wait, didn't Jueri get like the evil edit that didn't even have to be an evil edit?
Oh, really? Did she? I do not remember the editing for this one.
Okay, well, in my memory, there was, I think it was Jueri, where, because she was the leader. She was like, I want to be the leader. And then she got evil edited because Rimika didn't like her decisions or something. But it was just like a miscommunication that got resolved. So because they were editing it with like dun 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 noise effects, Jueri effectively got an evil edit, but didn't really do anything. Like, it was just the editing, and it was like clear that it was just the editing.
Yeah, that was funny. The editing on these is so funny. Like, we'll get to this later, but for main character Miu, if she was not like one of the producer picks, they could have could have eaten her alive. They could have absolutely destroyed her.
Completely. Like, it's so interesting what a couple of Among Us noises can do.
No. Yes, though.
Next, we have Cheer Up, Group 1.
If we're doing Twice songs, can we do like a good one? Can we do one that sounds good?
If we had done Fancy, I would have lost my shit.
I know.
But we didn't.
I know. Number 1, the red and white one, I thought,
better outfits.
Yeah, I also, like, if I was somebody's twin, first of all, they should have split up the twins for this. Second of all, if I was someone's twin and I was in the same song as them, and my outfit was exactly the same, except one of us had a left wristband and one of us had a right wristband, I'd be pissed.
Yeah, like, who do you vote for? Dividing the votes. Like, the twins were in this, but they didn't necessarily shine.
There's only one girl on the stage, and her name was Kitazume Sakura.
Literally, Kitazume Sakura slayage, hardcore.
She really does it. Like, she's good.
And she pulled in all of the votes and won it for the team, despite people, like, no one else on her team got above 35 votes.
I know. Like, when I watched it, I thought Team 2 was, like, obviously Team 2 wasn't great, but I found it to be overall, like, a slightly higher quality. But the thing is that Kitazume Sakura was just so much better than everyone else that there's no way that she wouldn't, like, she pulled in every single vote. And I mean, it's deserved, but the weaker team overall, I think, won.
Yeah, I agree. I will back you up. I will say, for this team, I thought Shiromaru Maho was doing a pretty solid job until her first voice crack at the chorus.
Sad.
That was like the, but until then, she was doing fine.
Do you know why one of the twins is getting a lot lower votes than the other ones?
Didn't one of them have a dating scandal?
Yes,
or
one
something?
of them is dating a boy, which is the devil, apparently.
God forbid.
Don't you want them to be attracted to men? Anyways.
That's funny. That's funny.
The green team, there are some of these girls here, like, there's one of these girls here who this was not her concept. She did not want to be in this concept.
I felt like a few of them were kind of feeling that.
I know, but I especially felt that the way with the red-haired one. Okay, they only styled Moro Anon's hair into little loops.
Yeah.
We need...
And it was so cute.
It's very cute. We need more accessories. Like, think about it.
We do.
And, like... Okay, actually, I thought Anon was really good here. Two of my favorite flops were in this group, Anon and Seiya. And I thought Sayako was I liked her here. I don't know if I would say she's good here, but I liked her here. I thought the red-haired girl was good, even if this is not her concept.
Yes, this is not her concept. Okay, so I do think that Anon is like a solid vocal. I do think she did fine. Her stage presence wasn't necessarily there for me. But you know whose stage presence was completely there? Furuhashi Sayaka.
I knew you were a big Sayaka head.
I know I'm a Sayaka head, and she she just wins me over every time. She's so charismatic. I do think Mitsuki was also super charismatic this performance, even though it wasn't her concept. Like, they were the two giving me the level of expression and enthusiasm that I needed for this song. And that's my notes for Cheer Up too. We got Tokyo Girl next.
I know, but Cheer Up, I feel like it's just if you are not 100% into this concept, it is very awkward, I feel.
Yeah.
Because, like, okay, if you can't perform How You Like That, then you just look a little lackluster. If you can't perform Cheer Up, then all of a sudden the shells fall off people's eyes and they realize that you're like 22 and not 14. It's just very awkward.
Do you think Tsukushi could slay Cheer Up?
Yes, can we get a dance break?
I think she could too.
I think Keiko, if she put all her points into camp, I think she could do it.
Oh my god, she could totally do it.
She might not like it, but she could do it. Tokyo Girl.
Tokyo Girl. Poor group number one.
First of all, their outfits are worse. Because, even if both groups' thing is that they have one color shirt and everyone has fluffy skirt of a different color, like, the silhouettes are just, so the same on this one.
And they didn't even get pink.
I know. Okay, my comments on this was, Mana is pretty.
Literally, I wrote, Mana's so beautiful.
Obviously, some of the worst singing on the show from Mana.
You know what I will say? Oh yeah, from Mana. Mana was not hitting the notes, but she is so beautiful.
She's so beautiful.
In this group, special shout out to Okamura Nana. Sorry, not Okamura right now, oh my god. Okamura Nana, who provided a really beautiful harmonic flourish towards the beginning of the song that Team 2 did not include. It was from the original Tokyo Girl song by Perfume.
Love that.
There's this little note that trails off and harmonizes with the next verse. And Nana did it. And I was really surprised because it would have been Momoka's line, but Momoka didn't do it.
Whoa. Interesting. Huh. Oh, the little minute differences, I guess. I'm looking at a still of this Perfume by Tokyo Girl, and the outfits and stage direction do not match up. For the viewers at home, this is a bunch of women wearing ethereal dresses, ethereal, delicate skirts. And also, it has a neon of a light bulb and a crown and a guitar.
I didn't even clock that. You're right. The outfit direction with, the graphics in the background,
For the song, I think you could go either direction for it. But putting them together, it doesn't mesh.
No. Wow. Interesting observation.
I love Mana's hair bow. That was, the only piece of styling where I'm like, yes.
Mana would look good in anything.
Oh my god, Tokyo Girl 2, though.
Tokyo Girl 2, Slayage.
This was a Momoka of all time.
Shocked that Momoka didn't, pull through and get all the votes, honestly.
I know. I'm when I know something that, you noticed is that when you looked at the, full cam, all the comments were Momoka, 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 right?
In the full cam before the episode.
Yeah, and when the episode came out, every comment was Ran, Ran, Ran.
Yeah, she was getting all of them.
I remember Ran's screen time for this was about Miyu, which was crazy.
Yeah, this rivalry.
I found that Ran had some decent moments, but I think she wasn't quite there for me. I found that Ran and Momoka were a little overrated in this to me, and I found that I was impressed at number one. Ronka held her own here.
You mean Momona, not
Sorry,
Momoka?
Momona I found overrated. Ronka I found held her own here around people who should be outclassing her.
Ronka. Oh,
the
interesting.
stable bang.
Okay.
I thought if she's an F compared to some of these A's here, right?
Yeah.
You might expect her to do worse, but I think she did pretty solidly. Surprising Keiko flop for me.
Yeah, this wasn't Keiko's moment. But I will say, I liked her little scream to pump up the crowd. But at the same time, I think that's just her personality showing through. It's not part of the song.
Momoka? Her tone is beautiful. Momoka's so good. I can't even articulate it properly. I just love the way she sounds.
I know. Yeah, she has a really beautiful voice and she proved it with this.
Yes.
But Momona wasn't on the level that I needed from. It's someone with such a impressive
resume,
I guess.
Yeah, I don't there are points where I think Momona carries herself well on stage most of the time, but I'm just not convinced by her vocals.
Yeah.
I wish Keiko will slay next time.
I know. I hope Keiko slays. At least she's popular and she's probably gonna make it to next round.
Well, she'll make it to next round, I'm sure.
Yeah.
Body and Soul. Number one.
Yeah, we got Body and Soul.
Is the really tragic Body and Soul.
This actually, I think, was the craziest thing I've ever seen on one of these shows.
I know. like for viewers at home who can't Google, two of the 6-person team, 4 of these girls had COVID and could not practice, and they had to send like paper letters with formations like they are in the fucking 1400s, like doing like battle plans from like a month away, like on paper.
Literally.
Like it's crazy. And like of the 2 girls left, one of them gave up for a hot minute.
It was so tragic. It was genuinely like, what do you even do in that situation?
They just continued, and this was also a Miu screen time moment, because Miu's like, it's so funny because even if this wasn't calculated, it's well, they obviously can't win no matter what. So if I help them, that helps Miu look really good, but also it doesn't threaten their group at all.
No, there was no chance this group was gonna win.
No.
Not even from just like formation, because the other group had Kokoro, because they had Miu.
Yeah, that was crazy. You know the sad thing though? I feel like the member from the first Body and Soul who was most notable was probably Ida Shizuku, who there are parts of her voice that are impressive, but also it feels very difficult for her to control. Something wise that you once told me is that just because someone can sing opera doesn't mean that translates to singing normally. And you can sort of see that with Ha Yeonjin from LE SSERAFIM, who obviously Ha Yeonjin can sing, but like when you hear someone can sing opera, you really expect a lot.
Yeah, it's like a completely, I guess I don't know the technical language for this, but you're literally like singing in different tones with like different parts of your like lungs or throat or something for these different genres. And Miss Ida she was trying to genre blend, and I think that a smart idea, or it could have gone really well, but I don't think it was working in this context.
I thought that there was a girl in the back here named Kokona who
oh, that's the Kokona that is top 11.
I would say that so previously she had an issue in that I had never seen someone within all these teenagers ever dance with less expression or emotion. This time she did smile during parts of the song, but there was absolutely no emotion or expression into it. It was like a rehearsal where you're getting the formation down.
Yeah, I don't think stage
Crazy.
presence is one of her strong suits.
Well, what is?
She's beautiful.
Yeah, that's true. She's literally the Minju of the show. In the first episode, they're like, hey, I don't know about your performance, but you're so innocent and pure. And I'm like...
Yeah, it was an interesting edit.
Speaking of interesting edits, the whole, like, MBTI thing.
Oh my god, I forgot about that.
That was crazy. I don't even know what to say.
Yeah, I don't remember anything about anyone. Suzumi was an extrovert.
They gave Honoka 30 seconds of screen time. Love that. And they also had a letter writing segment.
Oh yeah, I don't remember anything about
just
that.
to be like, hey, just so you know, Miu got incredibly heartfelt letter and she showed no emotion. This doesn't mean she's a heartless robot. And I'm like, why are you doing this to her?
Yeah, that was strange.
I'm like, aren't we supposed to like her?
That was so strange.
Yeah. Body and Soul 2, the winners.
The winners. I mean, but like Suzumi.
Yeah, Suzumi was so good. She's so good. She's deserved. Deserved number 1.
Deserved sweep.
They need her on this team.
Oh my god, completely. Also, like, even outside of the context of this performance, I felt like Suzumi, she kept, like, being there in other people's edits, like, helping them learn to sing or, like, cheering them on. So this episode or, like, this round really solidified, like, Suzumi's personality for me. Like, I just like her as a person now.
I agree, because, like, obviously she was in everyone's room teaching them all vocals, but also, don't you remember her screaming iZone at the top of her lungs? I love that she's a rowdy gal.
I love it. She's so fun.
About this performance, I would say that, okay, number 1, Miu's edit was crazy. She's cried every single episode, which is interesting because it's also been framing her as Miu is emotionless, but also Miu cries every episode. Like, and Rino Nakasone, like, gently stroked her back, being like, it's okay. I thought she solid here, though. Sorry if I'm talking over you. I would say I found Suzu and Kokoro a little overrated.
Interesting. I agree with Kokoro. My number 1 for this performance was Suzumi, obviously, but Suzu was my number 2.
Ooh.
And I will say, I don't think her energy was perfect for this song, but I mean, I think she's a really solid vocalist, and I felt like she was having fun with it. She just also has this, like, aura of professionalism that, like, that level of professionalism and that level of fun haven't necessarily found an appropriate balance for me in terms of her stage presence.
I get you. I feel like when I say overrated, I don't mean they're even untalented. I do think both these girls have talent. It's just that like when I see someone in the top 9, like these girls are like what, like 1 through 3. I feel like I feel like the weight of my expectations is very heavy.
Yeah, oh yeah, that makes sense.
They did do a good job. Like I think this was one of the most solid straight up performances that I've seen.
Oh yeah, I think that's true. My other shout out is Kenmotsu Nano. I thought she had good stage presence.
Yes, I remember her from her original one where she was really feeling herself. Maybe it feels like stage presence is her
It's her thing. And what a valuable
speciality
to possess.
Do you, by any chance, have your top or any comments?
I crafted my top 11. I did craft them. I carefully curated them.
Okay. Last time we did 1, 2, 1, 2. Why don't you give me yours first?
In completion?
Yes,
right.
because we did half and half last time.
My number 11 is Miss Stage Presence herself, Sayaka.
Giving a quick goodbye.
Giving energy all the time. What did you just say?
Saying a quick goodbye to her?
Oh god, yeah, she probably won't make it, will she?
I know.
Love her though. I see, when I was like crafting this, I was trying to think like, just like who touched my heart, you know?
Yeah, absolutely.
Because there's people that I think are like really solid performers, and part of me wants to put them on my list because I'm like, oh yeah, she like deserves to be there. She's really solid. But Sayaka, just like, she's hypnotized me. I'm always looking for her in the performances. I don't know.
I love that.
I think my number 10 is kind of a similar story. I chose Yuki from the Tall Girls group. I just like her. I think she's a fun character, and she is similarly a stage presence queen. My number 9 is Kitazume Sakura because she ate that Twice song.
She's really good. I'm not gonna lie.
Just her like bouncy energy, I just feel like I think it's sought after, and I think it's kind of necessary for a J-pop group. My number 8 is Honoka from Love Dive. I'm switching the Honoka on my list. I was the other Honoka last week, now I'm this Honoka.
Yay!
She's feeling herself, and I loved it for her. And let's be honest, she was the robbed queen this series of episodes, like the robbery of the century.
I truly am not holding on to, like, I love her, but I know she's not going to make it. Like, I gotta put the pieces together.
Yeah, I don't have a lot of faith, but we'll see. Oh, my number 7 is Ando Yui. She didn't necessarily stand out to me too much in the How You Like That performance, but I thought she was fine, and I still really like her automatic performance, so keeping her on my list. Okay, my number 6, and literally from here on up, I'm like in pain that they can't all be my top 3. I want them all as my top 3.
I love that.
But my number 6 is Keiko, and this feels criminally wrong that she's my number 6, but she's my number 6.
Oh, I love this.
It's because she didn't serve this week. We all know she didn't serve.
I know, like, it was a little rough. I heard that she does very well in the dance battle, so I'm sure
oh my god, I'm so excited for
that will rocket her up.
Yeah, oh, better. Let's see. My number 5, Miss Go-Go Coconut.
Go.
I still love. She did fine at the New Jeans song, but she's just still so sweet, and I actually am really impressed that she pulled off the concept. I think what really intrigues me about Coconut is she's not someone that I would peg for being so versatile in so many different concepts, but I think she really is. Like, I feel like you would look at her and be like, yeah, that's a cute concept girl. But she has not done cute concept at all.
Yeah, you're right.
We love that. We love a girl with a lot of surprises, including 8-minute staring contest. My number 4 is Suzumi, a potential main vocal.
Yes.
A fun personality.
Absolutely.
Apparently queen of teaching people vocal skills. And my number 3 is queen of, I don't know, like being on stage, Tsukushi.
Yeah, she does that. She is on stage.
And I was so struggling between Suzumi and Tsukushi for 3 and 4. I was like, I don't know which one, but Tsukushi's active professionalism holding up the microphone and continuing the performance pushed her to number 3 for me.
Sensible.
My number 2 is Momoka 8.
Love her.
Yet again a robbed queen.
Yet again.
And that means my number 1 is Miss Ayane, because, okay, we didn't even mention how during every performance, Ayane is like just singing her heart out, has this amazing vocal quality, like these incredibly powerful notes, incredibly like the things that she can do with her voice are so insane. And then you get her to talk on stage and she whispers into the mic and you can barely hear her.
No, she's so funny. It's literally so funny. It's so funny to see the gap.
She's so funny to me, but she's my number 1.
Yeah, I think that's sensible.
Let's go, Ayane! I would love to hear your top 11.
So my number 11 is I love her, but she is on thin ice because she can't sing. It is Pseudo Sakura.
But she's so cute and so fun.
I know, she's so hardworking, but her hobby is looking for UFOs. I don't know what else to say. My number 10 is another Sakura, Hirazume.
Ooh. I mean, yeah, deserved. Like she cracked both of our top 11s this week.
Number 9 is Sakaguchi Reno.
Yeah,
I'm sold.
okay.
I'm sold.
She surprised us.
Number 8 is Nakayama Honoka.
That's Love Dive Honoka,
Yes.
right?
Or that is musical theater Honoka.
Oh my god!
Number
Are you gonna have both Honokas on your list?
We'll see. Number 7 is Keiko.
Love Keiko. Love Keiko. Oh my god, I need her to slay next
I know,
time.
a little low. Slay more and we can get you up a little.
You've got everything else, girl. You can do
Number
it.
6 is Kurokawa Honoka.
Yes.
Number 5 is Hata Mena.
Yeah, I love Mena. Just is like, she gets it. I don't know what else to say. She gets it.
She's giving it, and I'm a fan. Tsukushi is number 4.
Yes.
Number 3, I mean, this is pretty predictable from now on, but number 3 is Suzumi.
Oh my god, same 3 and 4.
Number 2 is Ayane.
Oh.
And number 1 is Takubatake Momoka.
Yes. Oh my god, love that our top 4 is pretty much the same.
You know, I'm excited for what we do to soothe the balm of like the elimination episodes is that we make fake groups.
I'm excited.
I know that I'm going to lose at least both the Honokas. I know it in my body and bones.
Yeah, I probably gotta say goodbye to Sayaka and Yuki.
I have to say goodbye to Sai. I love Sai.
Oh my god, yes. Is definitely going
We're
down.
saying goodbye to our only American representation.
Oh.
Emily, like, I know it. I know we're saying goodbye to Miss Indonesia and Miss America, such as life.
Yeah, probably. But it'll be fun to make some groups. Let's honor our contestants. Thank you all for your time.
Yeah, wait, before we go, can I also say, I know these episodes are nowhere near as, like, crazy and exciting as, like, our podcast for the Boys Planet one. Well, this one is competently managed. And I don't dislike any of the trainees because none of the trainees are racist.
Yeah, we actually don't have any out of show besides like previous musical history. Like nobody's taken insane selfies.
No. Like, I know that, like, this is probably, as a result, less interesting to listen to, but it's like the rigging is not as, like, intense. I mean, it's there, but it's not as insane. Every aspect of this is just not as crazy.
Yeah.
From day one of, like, the Boys Planet ones, like, I know what companies need to be rigged. Like, what companies, like, needed what numbers to be rigged, etc. There's no Ricky here.
Had a pretty solid... I mean, I still think we have a pretty okay idea of, like, who's gonna make it to the final lineup. Like,
we do.
Momona, Suzu, Miyu, Kokoro, I think they're all getting in, right? Like,
I think they also want the Minju Kokona. Like, the fact is, you can make a lineup from who you know that the producers want. That's fine. Like, that's kind of their job as showrunners to try to rig when you can't rig or whatever. But I recognize that this is just less crazy, and that's sort of easier on the nerves, if I'm being honest.
Yeah, Boys Planet had me stressing.
Boys Planet had me mad. I'm still like Justice for Unki.
I know, that was painful.
They did not care about him until they could use him to rig out some Chinese boys.
And then
Then
they cared.
Another thing. They also, this show, because it doesn't have, like, the global aspect, it means that you don't really have the nationalism problems, right?
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, I don't know. A lot to think about. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you for spending time with me. I had fun. And thank anyone else for joining.
Listening.
Yeah, sleepy. Have a nice day.